Hey guys, here we are, Long Haul Larry, Big Blue. It is Thursday, July 26th. It is 9:27 p.m. I know it's late. Let me tell you what happened. As you can see, we're at the 101, just getting ready to leave. And I pulled in here last night, and I pulled in here and it was like 8 something or whatever. I was gonna do an 8-hour and then continue on and keep going and stuff, but I tell you what guys, that split stuff, it knocks it out of you. It really does. I did a lot of miles yesterday. I really was able to knock out some stuff, but man, I got here, I was so tired. I actually am uploading a video right now, and the end of it, I kind of like started just rambling at the end of it. It was weird. I don't know. I don't even remember saying these things and stuff. It was just weird. But I was overtired. It was a good thing I shut it down. But I was planning on doing an 8-hour split thing again. Get up, run through, get through like Nashville area for kind of traffic and all this. And that was the whole plan. And I did it. I took my tablet, my iPad back with me in the bunk with me, and I was actually going to put together a video. And I went back there and I was just like, I just don't have it in me right now. And I don't know, I had YouTube up or something, and I just clicked on a Simpsons video that popped up on my screen. And so I clicked on that. And I clicked on that video, and it ran, and then it came up with the next one, and I just clicked next. I don't know, I watched like 4 or 5 Simpson movies, and I fell asleep. And I tell you right now, don't do that. It gives you crazy dreams. If you watch a whole bunch of Simpsons episodes and then you fall asleep, you get some weird dreams. But I was talking to John this morning over at JBG Travels. We were talking, and he says, really? He says, well, I'll tell you what. He says, I made this video about how I stole your trailer, R70 or something like that. It was this kind of joke or whatever. And he goes, and then car, why'd you pull in front of me and slow down? And he goes, yeah. And then he goes, that night I went to sleep. He goes, I had this weird dream. I was driving along, and as I looked back in my mirror, and I lost R70. It was gone. He goes, I woke up all freaking out. And he goes, the wife was calling. He goes, I woke up and the phone was ringing. And he's like, I'm looking around. I'm like, oh, I was sleeping. He says, I was talking to the wife, and she's like, what's wrong with you? And he goes, oh, I was just freaking out. I goes, I had a dream. I lost our trailer R70, and I couldn't find it. I lost Larry's trailer. When you're going to sleep and you're doing something or whatever, sometimes you have to dream about it. Well, I had dreams about being a Simpson last night. It was kind of weird. But we are rolling along today. We're going to take off and see if we can knock out a good 700 miles of this. Aaron is telling me, it's calculating, that we have 840 miles to go to our destination. So there you go. I kind of wanted to get there real early and everything else, but to tell you the truth, guys, I just fell out last night. Sometimes you just need that. You just need to just fall out and let the body catch back up. Big Blue's temperature is showing 85 degrees here in Tennessee. And I did get an email from Amanda and Mike. So I left them a comment that they need to type on the video that is uploading right now. And they'll leave that comment. As soon as I see that comment, I'll go on there and shoot their gift cards to them. So there you go. Otherwise than that, everything is going good. The backup camera system, I know you guys are wondering about that. It's working really good. I really like it a lot. I've actually been in communication with the guy, the company and everything. And I've kind of said a couple things that I have, you know, concerns about and some problems with. One of the main problems is one of the subscribers actually read the manual for me. And he came up with how he figured out why I wasn't able to record. He was able to walk me through that with his little comment. Appreciate it, dude. Wish I remember the name. I'd give you credit for it. But you guys can probably see down in the comments. To turn the recording on and off while it's just showing, there's no menu screen up or nothing. All you gotta do is tap OK, and then bloop, starts recording. And you tap OK again, and it stops recording. Pretty simple. All you gotta do is read a book. Who would have thought? And I was able to put it on an SD card, and I put it into my iPad after I did record it just a little bit. I put it into my iPad and tried to put it into my photos folder so that I could put it in with a video. But the iPad will not recognize it whatsoever. And I talked to the guy at the company about that, told him what I was having, and asked him if there's something I could do or whatever. And he talked to his R&D department, he said he would get back to me. Well, he just got back to me. I just got an email back from him. It's pretty fast. It was like, the guy responded this morning. I sent it last night. This is in Hong Kong, so the guy responded this morning, said he would check with his R&D department, and it was like an hour and a half later he responded back to me. Excuse me. And he said he did talk to somebody. He said that the iPad will not recognize it. It is an AVI format. He said it cannot, the backup camera cannot do it in an MP4 format. And he said, so somehow I need to have a video player that can read an AVI. I'm not sure what he's talking about there. I'm not Mr. Computer Technology here. But maybe one of you guys could help me out with that. Is there some way, is there something I can buy or something that I could put that in to something and it being a AVI format that I could put it into there and I could convert it to an MP4 format, I think it is, that the iPad will recognize? I'm not really sure. It'd be great if I could figure this out because I really want to show you guys a picture. If not, if I can't figure that out or something, I guess I could make some kind of mount where I could put like my little Sony AZ1 camera and kind of focus it right on the screen, but it's not going to look as good. You're going to see it's going to be a computer screen on a camera. You always get that funny stuff and everything else, but I'll do what I got to do. So if anybody out there, I'll probably shoot Scott a text. I know he's at a race right now. He goes to a lot of NASCAR races. But I'll probably shoot him a text or something maybe Sunday afternoon and ask him if he can help me out with this, because as I've done in the past videos, that's what he does, is computer repair and all this type of stuff. So he should be able to answer this, but I know maybe somebody else out there could answer for it too. I think I'm kind of rambling about that. But there you go. That's what's going on in the backup camera. The camera, it's back there. It's secure. I know a lot of people are concerned about it vibrating loose. The clamp's going to come loose and everything else. I checked it many times on my first trip. I actually checked it like 3 times driving like 4 hours. Like I pull over on something, I'll go back there and check it. Tight as can be. Never wiggled. I checked it going to Dallas. Checked it every time I'd stop. I go back and look at it. Never wiggled. And then every time that I've been shut down, I just went back to this now when I was doing my pre-trip and checked it out. Tight as can be. It's working perfect. So that's for good. Some other people are making suggestions about maybe putting it inside the trailer, so that you can see like the trailer being loaded and unloaded and stuff. That's a pretty cool possibility. I'll have to come up with some kind of battery power to power the unit, because there's no electricity inside of the trailer that I could tap into. So I was kind of thinking like a hobby battery for RC cars. They use LiPo batteries, and you can get them. I have some for my airplanes. They're really small and they're really super lightweight. And those things they put out, I think a 3-cell puts out somewhere around 13 some volts or something like that. So that would work. And they would have power for quite a while. It'd probably be something I could do if I was doing like a short load, picking up a load and delivering it someplace in the same day or something like that. That'd probably work out. I don't know. I'll look into that and see what I can do. I think that'd be kind of cool. But overall, I'm very happy with it. It is losing signal. Like if I turn it on right now, Rich, you don't need to have it on right now. I'm driving, I'm looking forward, checking my mirrors. You turn that screen on and then you kind of sit there and stare at it, and it's like, you need to focus here, you know? But the first day I put it on, I had it on, I was driving on the road and I kept looking at it, and I'm like, oh, and I turned it off. But it will lose signal as driving on the road. It'll kind of come on and off. In the manual, it tells you that the antenna is supposed to be straight up and down. And with the mount that I made, I couldn't do that, so I got the antenna sitting sideways. I'm thinking maybe that may be the problem. Also, the unit is here on my dash, and the unit is underneath my trailer back there. There's a lot of metal and mass in between there. But it only happens when you're driving on the road. Settle down there, white car. I think that the guy was deciding, oh, I think I'm going to come over now. Oh, wait a minute, there's a big truck there. But when you stop and you're doing a backup or whatever, then it keeps signal real good. Once in a great while, it might bloop, it might go off and come back on. But in the manual, it wants you to mount it on top of the trailer, and I think there's less metal mass between there and stuff. So that's where they want you to mount it. They show it mounted on top of the trailer pointing down, which would be kind of beneficial because the camera would point down. You might be able to see the edges of the trailer in the screen too, so you can kind of get a reference point. But I can't do that because there's a lot of bridges that I go under that are 13.8. There's even a couple that are 13.7, and I'm a 13.6. So that camera is probably, almost 3 inches tall. And then you got another antenna on top of that, so that's another 3-4 inches. That would not be good. Boom, there we go. If I went underneath an overpass. So I can't mount it up there. And the other reason is that the doors that I back into, being a reefer, they usually have this big foam padding around the doors to kind of seal the trailer into the dock so you don't lose a bunch of cold air. Come on there, dump truck, let's go. And if you back into there, your trailer will push into that foam, and the foam kind of folds around your trailer a little bit. It's meant to seal the trailer in. Well, if you have a camera mounted right on the edge like that, as soon as you back in, it would tear that camera right off. It'd snap it right off. So can't mount it up there. I did also mention to him that little plug that I made up, where you can plug a light into one side and do all that, and you can still have the light working and get power to the camera. I did mention to him, hey, you might want to watch that video and see those plugs I made, and maybe you can make those commercially and sell them for the camera unit, because it was a pretty slick idea I came up with in making that, and he thought so too, and he said he was going to have his RD department or whatever look into making some kind of plug just like that. Well, these cars were going slow, so I pulled over. Now they're going fast. It's the story of a truck driver. So I pulled out in front. There was a dump truck coming, and he probably got all frustrated with me. Get out of my way, truck. He's been right up my butt. So we'll move out of his way, let him storm on past. Let's see how close he gets to that van. Oh, the van's gonna pull over. He got about 20 feet or so. But we're gonna have a day of climbing hills, I'll tell you that right now. 44,800 pounds, I believe it was. This load's heavy. Balance good, but she's a heavy load. And you can see up ahead of me all these trucks. This is the problem of running 40 and 81 during the day. All the trucks, they all bunch up on the hills. The cars are trying to get through. It's just pandemonium, I tell you, pandemonium. It's kind of the reason why I wanted to do an 8-hour last night and get up and knock out a chunk of this and then sleep, and then I was going to run tonight. But that's all right. My body said otherwise. I'll let you guys go. You guys have yourselves a great day. I'm just gonna be rolling down the road, making the miles, making the I like that button. It stands for money. everyone out there is having themselves a great day, a great night. You're watching this here video. And if you are not, well then you certainly can just try that over again tomorrow. So I'll catch you later. See ya.